Hey everybody, Shep here. Another really nice looking setup heading into next week is IONQ. This is a quantum computing stock. Let's dive into what I'm seeing on the left of the weekly chart, middle is the daily, and on the right is the 65-minute chart. So first of all, on the weekly, so we see we had a nice breakout above a previous area of resistance here on the weekly, accompanied by a nice uptick in ADX. So the weekly, the black line over here, the weekly ADX is up. That tells us that and not only is it up, I should clarify, it's up above 25, which indicates that this up move has integrity, and therefore we want to look for pullbacks, buys on pullbacks at key areas once we see the presence of buyers. So what we see here is also two 10-week volume pocket pivots above average buying on this move up. So lots of accumulation and buying going on here on this up move. Now what we've seen the last few weeks is 3 weeks of selling. We pulled back, and on the weekly, very low volume, not a lot of high volume selling, below average volume on the weekly, pulling back into this general area of previous resistance. So this has the potential to become support. We also have the confluence of the 10-week moving average right there in the green. And then also we do have the relative strength here on the weekly is in an uptrend. We have the 10-week and the 10-week and the 20-week moving average of the relative strength in an uptrend. So this is a nice looking stock to try to buy on a pullback. So heading over to the daily, this is where I'm kind of getting my action signal to try to get involved in this next week. So we see on the daily we had a nice big up move with the ADX, and on this pullback the ADX has declined. So the declining ADX when price is declining tells us that the declining price move is the bears don't have a lot of integrity here. This down move is not that big of a deal. We also see the volume telling us the same story. So we had one above average volume selling day here back in early June, but other than that, it's been very, very low volume. In fact, the volume has been drying up, which can indicate that the selling is being absorbed, and this is looking like a nice long setup. So the presence of buyers, which I noticed on Thursday, was this bullish hammer candle. So we got this bullish hammer candle down into this previous area of resistance, which is also confluent with that 10-week moving average. The 10 or the 50-day moving average isn't quite there, but it's all kind of enough things going on for it right here that I'm willing to take a shot on a long on this particular asset here next week. If we take out this high here, we got this kind of little swing high on the 65-minute chart. This one has a bit of work to do to get the 5-day moving average increasing, but based on this, and we also kind of, I think we undercut this low here. Let me just see the low 53.26, the low of 52.92. So yeah, we did also undercut this previous week's low and didn't close below it. So this looks really good. I'm willing to take a shot on it. It has decent fundamentals here. We see several quarters of sales growth forecast to increase again here in the next quarterly earnings, and then a couple of quarters of earnings per share growth as well. So this thing has good fundamentals. Just take a second and quickly look at a competing stock in the same sector, RGTI, kind of show you why I would prefer to play IONQ. So we see RGTI has gone up, but we don't have the higher the ADX on RGTI on the weekly is not above 25. We can even just look at the stock, like look at IONQ, and it's gone up to very close to its September 2025 highs, whereas RGTI is way, way, way below them. I prefer to go with the stock that is stronger, likely will continue to exhibit that strength. So that's where I'll be placing my bet here in IONQ. So curious to know how you guys are looking to trade IONQ. If you have any thoughts or trade ideas, make sure you put it in the comments there. And if you like the video, make sure you follow along, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And look forward to showing you guys some more great stock setups sometime soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.